guys, it's Sherelle, and today we're going to be doing a tumbler using CRYSTALAC products. I had this cup spray painted probably for like 2 months. As you can see, it's not the best spray paint job. I ended up running out of spray paint, and then it started dripping, so I tried to sand it down, and then I just left it and forgot about it. So I found it. I recently started using CRYSTALAC products, so this is pretty much going to be like a tester of my CRYSTALAC products. So I'm going to actually, for this cup, you guys most likely saw a picture in the thumbnail, but there is going to be white peeking through, so I do need to do a better coverage of this because you can still see some of the stainless. So I'm just going to take universal white, apply that, and yeah, and I'm just using this Wet n Wild blush brush, and I'm just doing a pretty thin coat. Oh, wait a minute, there's a piece of hair. You don't want hair on our tumbler, that's gross. I mean, it's for my mom, but it's still gross. So yeah, just cover your tumbler. And don't forget the bottom. All right, and then we're gonna let this, I'm gonna put this on my spinner, let it spin for an hour, and then let it dry. I believe I need to let it dry for 2 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always just do 4 hours for like everything pretty much because I always forget about it. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. If I'll find the right time and put it in here somewhere. But yeah. Okay, you guys, so I put 2 layers of universal white up here, and then I taped it off. And basically we're gonna be doing 2 triangles, and then we're gonna have a strip of tape down the middle. So what I'm gonna do is, how I measure to make it even is I put a strip of painter tape down the middle, and I put a mark at the top and end as straight as I could, and then I measured my tumbler top and bottom. The top was, I think, 10 and a half inches, and the bottom was 9.5 inches. No, the top was 9.5 inches, the bottom was 8.5 inches, so I divided that by 2. This will give you what, 5 1/4 and then 4 1/4. And from the edge of my tape, I measured that over, and I made a line, and then I just taped these to each line like so, if that makes any sense. And now I just have my color mixed. This is universal white, and I took my blue and red pigments, these right here. I did a few drops of each of these, probably like 6 drops of each. And I got this color here. If you want a darker purple, make it darker. If you want a different color, do a completely different color. I'm doing purple today. So I have that, and then I'm using my Wet n Wild blush brush, and we're just gonna paint one of the triangles. I'm gonna do this one since I already have something up here. So we're gonna cover that part. Try to remove that a little bit. But yeah, so now we're just gonna go in and paint this section here. As you can see, since I have the white base, I get pretty good coverage, so I might only need 1 coat. I probably will do another one just because I like doing 2 coats. But the 1 coat is definitely enough. And now we are just going to let this dry. Hey guys, okay, so it's been probably like 10 hours, honestly, since I painted this. But now we are going to glitter. We are going to be using our glitter glue adhesive, apply the glitter, and I am going to be using Prune Juice and Alibi Junior. Yeah, so first I'm going to leave the tape on, and then after I do Prune Juice, I'm going to take it off, and we're going to do this whole side with the Alibi Junior. So I already shook up my glitter glue, and then we are just going to apply some directly on our cup like so. I'm using this Mod Podge brush, and you are just going to spread that evenly out. Make sure everything is covered. And I'm going to apply a little bit more. You don't want it to be too thin. So you want to get a decent coverage. So I'm going to just apply a little bit more glitter glue and very lightly spread that out. You also do not want any big streaks because that will show through your glitter. So this looks good to me. I'm going to take my glitter and just pour that on. I always do my darker glitter first because I don't want my darker glitter to mix into my lighter glitter because it's going to show way more. But if your lighter glitter mixes into your darker glitter, it won't show as much. All right, look at that coverage, you guys. Isn't that amazing? Tap off your excess. I'm going to get another brush and brush that off. And now we're just going to remove the tape. I don't want to go over this paper. And I'm going to clean all this excess off. All right, and then we're going to take our glitter glue and we're going to glue this whole section and also your bottom. All right, then once you get that done, you are going to just apply your white glitter. All right, so this is what our cup is looking like. It looks really, really good. So now we are going to let this dry for at least 2 hours. And then we will be back and we will start applying our glitter glue. All right, you guys, so once my glitter dried with my glitter glue, I went in with E6000 spray to just seal it so my glitter doesn't move because it is 2 colors and I don't want the purple getting into the white. So I sprayed a generous amount of that. Basically, you want to spray it until it looks white all over, and then you know it's dry when it's 100% clear. So I can't give you guys a time for how long to let it dry. You basically need to just watch your cup, and when your cup is completely clear and you can't even see the E6000 glue, your cup is 100% dry. Now you can skip this step and jump right into applying your BT. But I do like how the glitter glue covers the glitter and it makes it so I don't need as many layers of BT. So I will be also taking glitter glue and applying it over my glitter to get even more, to even seal the glitter in better, and just so I don't have to use as much BT. So I'm literally just going to take my damp Mod Podge brush, it's damp with water, apply some glitter glue and spread it out, and I'm going to let that dry for a minimum of 2 hours. Okay, you guys, so our glitter glue has dried, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with our BT and we're going to start applying it, and we're going to do 3 to 4 layers. I usually do 4, then we're going to sand it and then be back to do more BT. that spin for 1 hour and then rest for 4 hours, and we'll apply our layers. So again, you'll let it spin 1 hour and then rest for another additional 3 hours. So you need to wait a minimum of 4 hours between each coat of BT. Okay, you guys, so we have 4 layers of BT up here, and now we are going to try to level sand it as best as we could, and then we're going to start applying more BT to our cup. So you just want to lightly sand it with 400 grit sandpaper. This is my 400 grit sandpaper block I'm using, and we're just sanding. This is also the part where I go in and I clean up my edge because I want to leave some of the stainless steel at the top so I get a good seal. For that, I use my Dremel. I have this sanding dowel thing here. I will try to leave a link down below for these. I forgot the name, but I just do this and I just kind of leave it in one spot and turn my cup like just like this, but it's going to be on and spinning. You get a nice even edge. Okay, you guys, so we have our cup level sanded, and it also has a few layers of BT over after, because you do want to put water slide on your cup glossy. You don't want to sand it and then put it right on. You want to sand it, put your layer of BT on, and then put your water slide on, because water slide is translucent. So if you sand it, it's going to have a matte finish, and the matte finish will show through the water slide. So very important, don't do it right after you sand. Make sure you put some BT layers on so it's nice and shiny, so the shine will shine through the water slide. This is the design I have. I found this off of Creative Fabrica. I have a subscription for that, and I just sized it accordingly. So what I did was I pretty much, if you do it right, these should be about the same size. So I just took this. So how I measured my triangle was I took my ruler and I measured from top to bottom, and then I measured from the width to the very bottom of the triangle here, and then I did that. Mine was 7.5 by 8.5, so I got a triangle and then just sized it to that, and that's what I have here. And then you would just do your water slide normal. If you have an inkjet printer, you would print it, seal it 3 times with clear spray paint. Or if you have an inkjet printer, you could just print it and use it right away. So what we're gonna do, I have a spray bottle here with water, and I'm just gonna spray my water slide all over. Just get it, you know, nice and juicy. So it can just slide off. And then I'm also gonna spray my cup where this is going to be. This is gonna make the application super easy. I love this spray bottle. It's just a hair spray bottle, but it mists instead of spraying. I don't know if you guys could tell or see it. That's what I like to do, and then I just wait and let my water slide do its thing. And the ink you see dripping is I printed it on the wrong side. My printer, I put the paper in upside down. That's why you guys see ink dripping. And then once you get it wet enough, it should start to just slide off. Like so, and then you're just gonna move it around to your liking. And once you get it pretty even, you're just gonna start smoothing it out with your fingers. But can you guys see how easy that was? And look at that. That's so pretty. And then once you get it pretty even and smooth, you are going to need a rag of some sort to remove the excess water. So I just take this and I like to just kind of pat it. And then I'm just removing the water from the rest of the cup. And then I'm just smoothing it out. And here we have it. Now I just need to apply the decal for my name, and then we can start sealing this baby up. Okay, you guys, as you can see, my cup looks a little different. And I also forgot I was recording, so I already have some of it done. But all I did was I changed my water slide, because my other one, I just felt like it wasn't matching. There was way too much pink for me. I didn't want that much pink. I wanted it more purple. So I couldn't find any. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find a purple floral pattern that I liked. So I ended up going on Creative Fabrica. I have a subscription for that. I talk about it quite often in my videos. I think it's amazing. I am not affiliated at any means. So I will leave a link down below for the website, and you guys could just sign up. And I don't get anything. You guys could just get your subscription. And I paid $12 a month. That was a special, so I'm not too sure how much it is right now. But you can always catch it when they have sales. I paid $12 a month, and I get unlimited everything up there for $12 a month. You get fonts, patterns, SVGs, literally everything's up there. So I searched purple watercolor flowers, and I just found ones I liked, and then I just took different ones and I adjusted the hues and tones to get the colors to go together in Photoshop, and then just placed them all on top of each other like so. And this is what I came up with. As you can see, this one matches way better than the other one. The other one was just way too pink for my liking. And now what I did was I cut out strips of silver foil vinyl. Looks like this. This is by Tech Rep, I believe. And my strips are 0.25 inches by 10 inches. And I just peel them with my fingers. And I line them up with my here. And I don't overlap mine on the white. I actually line mine up here. So my vinyl isn't going to go onto white. It's going to go over my water slide. And here went over the purple glitter, so I could have more white. Because if I do it inside of the white, on top of the white, I'm going to lose a lot of that white. And I want to keep that white. So I just overlap mine right on my print. So I'm going to do this. So I lay it down first, like so. And then, as you can see, I'm pulling it. So I pull it so it lines up good, and then I rub it down. And I turn it, pull it to line it up, smooth it down. So yeah, this definitely works better on your turner, because you could turn your cup as you're doing this. I'm just pulling it and then placing it down. Pulling it to line it up. And then smoothing it down. And then I just use my fingers to really smooth it down. And then here where they meet, I kind of just take my finger and push it down, because I'm going to cut that part off. I'm saying when it overlaps, Just use your little nail or a credit card or something and smush it. And now I have my X-Acto knife and I'm just gonna cut the excess off. So when that overlaps, I'm gonna lift that up and kind of pull it back a little bit. And I made that line. So what I'm gonna do here, so since you made that line, I take my X-Acto knife and I kind of cut it at a slant like this. So you guys can even see what I'm doing. And that usually gets me like the perfect cut with no gap. Just like so. And then you'll do that to the other side and then we'll cut the top and bottoms off as well. So you're gonna pull up the one that's overlapping and cut it at a slant. And it should cut right off. And then you'll do the same for the top and bottom. I just cut them at a slant as well. And there we have it. And now we're gonna add our decal and then we'll be good to go. So this is my decal here. I just have their name, Maxine. I do have videos on how I do the offset. I have several videos, so I will leave those linked down below. And that I'm just gonna center it right here on the purple. Like so. Make sure that's how you want it, and then I just rub up and down with my finger like so. Just like so. And then peel off the transfer tape. And there we have it. And now we're just gonna finish it with our BT. Alright guys, and then we're gonna do about 3 to 4 coats of BT, sand it down, and then keep doing that until pretty much it's smooth. And that's basically it, and we're basically done. As you can see, this cup is super cute.